Good day to everyone. So let's talk about types of mass transportation. So first we have ferry. A ferry is a merchant vessel used to carry passengers and sometimes vehicles and cargo across a body of water. Ferries form a part of the public transport systems of many waterside cities and islands, allowing direct transit between points at a capital cost much lower than bridges or tunnels. A passenger ferry with many stops is sometimes called a water bus or water taxi. So the advantage of using ferry in traveling is that you will have your own car with you to travel onwards from the ferry and to use for trips to your destination. And using ferry is cheaper than air travel, but it takes more time in traveling. Next, we have bus. Bus transport is one of the oldest and most common modes of transportation aimed at facilitating the movement of people within a city or to remote locations. It has advantage of being affordable and convenient if there is no traffic. Long ago, buses were managed by individuals, but these days, there is an upsurge of bus services that are clean and efficient. In fact, most federal governments want all public transport buses to be sparkling clean, embrace the cashless models, be economical, and produce fewer emissions by 2020. So the advantage of using bus is that it is affordable, especially to students and workers who doesn't have their own private cars. And buses nowadays are also accessible to people with disabilities. Next, we have regional taxi. This is ideally public transportation on demand and offers door-to-door transportation. The benefit of regional taxis is that they travel to destinations where traditional public transportation modes don't. The pricing of regional taxis lies between regular taxis and public transport. Taxi, the benefits of it is that using taxi is that it is affordable. Imagine when you own a car, you have to think about the cost of fuel, the maintenance of the car, and the effort of the driving itself. Next, we have van pool. This transit system allows group of people to share the ride similar to a carpool, but on a larger scale with concurrent savings in fuel and vehicle operating costs. The key concept is that people share the ride from home or one or more common meeting locations and travel together to a common destination or work center. Van pools have lower operating and capital costs than most transit vehicles, but due to their relatively low capacity, van pools often require subsidies. So, van pool, this become common in today's era because people love to travel with family and friends. So instead of using own car or private cars, people nowadays just hire van pool in using for traveling. Next, we have train. Train transportation is rapidly growing. This is evident by the sea of humanity lining up at railway stations to commute to and from work. Most governments are ramping up the growth of this mode of transportation by increasing the number of trains and upgrading existing ones in the busiest routes. These governments are stepping up their efforts because trains contribute immensely to the reduction of traffic congestion and keeping more cars out of roads. Trains consume less energy and produce less harmful pollutants. That is the advantage of riding a train and is easier compared to car and buses. Next, we have light rail. This is a mode of urban public transport that lies between a tram and train. Light rail operates at a higher capacity and travels long distance than a tram. However, it travels slower than a train and has more stops than a train or tram. It's therefore ideal for regional routes with short distances. Using a light railway is a British English form referring to a railway built at lower cost and to lower standards than typical heavy rail. Next, we have the tram. A tram goes by many names such as tramcar, trolley car, or streetcar depending on the city you live in. It's a rail vehicle that runs on a track built on city streets. They can also run on segregated right-of-way. The networks or tracks managed by tramcars are known as tramways, also known as streetcars. Tram offers riders speed and reliability and are cheaper and easier to install than light rail. That would be all. Thank you.